So in this video, in this AI news capsule, I just wanted to bring you guys get you guys up to the loop with the different perspective. Eric Schmidt, ex-Google CEO, was talking at a ceremony, a graduation ceremony in the University of Arizona. And then the students didn't like it. They were very uncomfortable because he was telling them, hey, technically, this is what's going on with the artificial intelligence and all the stuff that he talks about on his talks. And the students were very uncomfortable. And I'm going to tell you the perspective that I think that they have. Number one, the majority of these students are not prepared to enter into the workforce, especially when it's changing. Now, it could be their fault, but it's mainly the academic fault, and it is also the students, because this information from ChatGPT and the LLMs was released. It started evolutionizing in 2020, but it was released to the public, to the general public, in 2023, which is almost 3 years ago. And so I think that every student also has a responsibility to not only just entertain themselves in the platforms, but also ask the question, how is my career going to be affected? And at the end, come back to the university and say, hey, you know what? You should have prepared me a little bit better, because I'm now entering the workforce and it's not working for me. Now I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you a graphic that I created, and it's actually. Let me move myself here. Okay, down here. So where he is telling them that the wave of artificial intelligence is coming, and you better get in the boat. You better get in the boat as soon as possible, because you're going to be sinking. And this is the way I looked at it. This is the way I interpret this, and this is what I think that every student should look into it and say, hey, you know what? This is for real happening, and we better get into the boat of knowledge of artificial intelligence, and also go back to the university and ask them, hey, you know what? I think I should have been prepared a little bit better on this, and it should be the university responsibility to say, hey, you know what? We should be doing these classes online, and that have to do with independent careers, to prepare the students, get on board with technology. It should be proof. Your title should be proof for a couple of years, especially when this is happening right now, and it's been happening for the last couple of years. So pay attention, students. If you're a high school student, I think you're in good shape, but you still have to reason. You still have to wake up. You have to act, react, and you have to ask, how is my profession? How is this specialty is going to be affected, benefit through the AI, and let's do a little bit of research and study. And I think that universities have to do that with the students as well. So I just wanted to bring this perspective. I think I also wanted to talk about my story very briefly here. I graduated. I did 35 years of broadcast television, and then I decided to be a caregiver for my mother during the pandemic, and I stopped working on the television. During that time, during the last days of her life, I got injured. My body got compressed, and my spine, 3 discs were hurt, a knee and a shoulder, and now I'm not able to go back to work and to do the work that I used to do before. And one of the things that I'm looking at is that I have hope in artificial intelligence to give my story, to tell my story, either I have two philosophies. Either I'm going to be very entertained with artificial intelligence, or I'm going to be able to navigate what the future is. But we also, it doesn't matter what degree or what career you choose. If you don't play your finances as best as you can during life, nothing is going to save you from the economic impacts when you get injured or when you get sick. And nobody cares. Social Security don't care. The unemployment don't care. I have no help at all, and I'm fighting in court. I'm fighting in applications, and they say no, and I appeal, and because I injured myself, and that is not my fault. And it happens, but it's very hard. It's very hard to get help, and the only hope that I have is artificial intelligence, which is I'm in the middle of this wave, just like everyone else. And I've been in corporate America for 35 years. I did help my mother for 5 years. I'm satisfied with what I've done in life, but it worries me the future of the students, especially because not only the students but the faculty and everyone else, we have to do a lot better. We have to bring it to discussion. We have to talk in the afternoons. We have to talk to the students as I'm giving this community service to speak to the students, get on board. Don't wait for anybody to come in and let you know how AI is going to impact your career, or how it's going to benefit, or how it's going to destroy it. Just open up that curiosity yourself. Get ChatGPT and start having that conversation. Do a little bit more research. Pay for the LLM whichever company you decide to get, either Anthropic, I think is the top number one right now, and then ChatGPT is just right there. I use ChatGPT and ask intelligent questions about your career, and stop utilizing social media and focus a little bit more about how this technology, artificial intelligence, is going to impact your career, because we're talking for reals. And not only the students that are graduating, but it's also the professional people. Anybody that uses a computer should be concerned about how that employment is either a private sector or a government is going to start applying artificial intelligence, because they're going to be reducing that workforce. And they're already talking about how the unemployment is going to be rising to the level that they're going to have. The government is going to have to create a universal income. But don't wait for that. Don't wait for that. Let's bring it to the conversation. Let's talk about it, and let's discover it together through my channels and through the creative channel that I also have. So anyways, I don't think it's anybody's fault. I think that the board of directors, the region of directors from the University of Arizona, did something good as an initiative to bring in these personalities to talk about AI. But also they have to put the accelerator on and start talking among the staff, the teachers, and everyone else, how artificial intelligence is making real impacts in their career, and what the university is doing, and how we're going to prepare the students better for the future. But we're talking about an education that is over 200 years old, and it's time to change, and this is the opportunity to bring in this on board, and stop saying that the students cheat on when they bring, because there's a lot of misinformation about technology and artificial intelligence and dishonesty and all that stuff. I think that you guys have to start letting the students be curious about, be open about, and whoever is going to cheat is going to cheat with the computer or without a computer. Either they're going to make a copy of the exam, somebody's going to pass it to somebody else, they're gonna get the right answers, and they're gonna pass. And that's gonna happen. That's been happening since education was brought up. But I don't think that this is the right approach. We have to let the students play with it. We have to teach them how to use these tools in the right way. We have to get into a discovery mode through the years that they are already in the University of Arizona. Bring this gentleman before, when the students are starting, but also so when you guys bring him towards the end, hey, did it work for you guys? This is better for you guys? And I think that everyone is going to have a better results. See you guys in the next capsule. Thank you.